Very important, kung malalaman nyo kung ano ang vision ng school, lalo na for this year in the online learning, makikita nyo ang purpose and meaning ng buhay ninyo. And because of that, you will have from uncertainty, you will have the understanding. Maiintindihan ninyo at letter C, magiging klaro. And we will definitely all be agile. And when you talk about agility, ito po yung tinatawag na bilis. Bilis sa pagresponde. Ano pa ito? Having the humility, the learning humility, no, na magpakumbaba at matuto, lalo na sa panahon ng pandemya. Maging obedient sa sinasabi ng magulang at sinasabi ng mga guro para sa inyong kapakanan. Okay? And of course, this is also what we call becoming resourceful, and of course, becoming what? Having the mental toughness, or what they call the grit. Okay? So from fragile to agility. So lagi ho natin tatandaan that in social psychology, that the kind of environment that we have influence the type of behavior of the people. Okay? So pag hindi stable ang inyong family environment, your home, which is now a place of your learning, and of course, in collaboration and partnership with your teachers, with your dear teachers, with your dear school, the Holy Spirit Academy. This is the kind of environment that definitely influence the type of behavior of people. Kaya ngayon pa lang, binibigyan namin kayo ng psychosocial support para ma-stabilize ang inyong pag-iisip, ang inyong puso at ang inyong galaw and ang inyong values para maging stable kayo sa inyong klase. So, it also affects our family, our well-being is definitely affected. No? Ang ating isip, ang ating puso, ang ating galaw, and of course, our attitude, ang ating pag-uugali, which is also composed of our psychological well-being that is rooted from our mind, from our heart, and from our body. And pag hindi maayos ang ating pag-iisip, hindi ito growing mindset, hindi maayos ang ating puso at ang ating galaw, definitely maapektuhan din ang ating pamilya, ang ating eskwelahan, ang ating kapaligiran, ang technology, no? Ang globalization na nangyayari sa atin. And of course, this also has an effect from the pandemic. And of course, magkakaroon din tayo ng mga negative experiences. So it's very important that we understand well-being. No? Ang ating pong well-being para maging stable tayo at magkaroon tayo ng self-care. And of course, ang ating wellness ay nagsisimula sa physical. So it is very important na gumalaw, no? At mag-exercise, and of course, kumain ng mga nutritious food. Very important, mental, healthy cognition. Okay? So mag-isip tayo ng tama at hindi puro worries. Number 3, healthy heart, no? Healthy na pag-iisip. So kung healthy tayo physically, healthy tayo mentally, magkakaroon tayo ng magandang feelings, magkakaroon tayo ng magandang social health, magandang pakikitungo natin online and offline at hindi tayo nagwawala or nagra-ranting sa ating online world. And magkakaroon tayo ng magandang relationship sa ating teachers and of course our family and of course our spiritual health and of course that's what we call the holistic well-being. So sabi ng pag-aaral ng Harvard Center for Wellness, ang ating pong well-being ay physical, how we relate with others, how we handle our emotions, financial, spiritual, how we engage with our environment, online and offline. Okay? So sana hindi tayo nagpo-post ng mga ranting at mga negativity. Kasi lagi natin tatandaan that respect cannot be demanded. That we have to earn it by how we speak, how we present ourselves, no? And how we post. And of course, intellectual and our career development, which is what we call vocational. Okay? So tanong natin, ano kaya ang pinaka-importanting aspect ng well-being sa inyo? Tingnan nga natin. Tatanggalin ko muna to and punta tayo sa ating chat box. Guys, tingnan natin ano ang pinaka-importanting aspect ng well-being nyo na nag-anchor, no? na nag-anchor sa inyo in this pandemic? So ano yung mga uh, aspects of well-being na nagbigay sa inyo ng lakas? Is it more on mental? Is it more on emotional? Is it more on financial? Okay? So sige nga, I am encouraging everyone and I will shout out your name if you will go for the comment box. Yeah. So I need your participation because I know I've heard a lot of good things about Holy Spirit Academy, no? Pati yung mga students and teachers. Sige, tingnan natin kung ano yung mga nagbibigay ng strength sa inyo. So, write natin dito sa chat box. Yan. Sabi ni Gina Consul, mental daw. No? So, very important yung mental kasi all the things that are happening to us, if we think of negative thoughts, we will have negative feelings, negative behavior, negative values, and negative psychological well-being. Okay? So sabi ni Danilo Reyes, physical, mental, and emotional. So importante na hindi tayo laging nag-gadget, no? Dapat yung physical, importante na alagaan din. And of course, mental and emotional. Yeah, thank you so much. Ayan, sabi ni Gabriel, for me, mental is the most important because the way you think affects the way you take care of yourself physically and how you socialize with others. Ang galing ng mga estudyante ng Holy Spirit. Very important talaga yung cognition kasi yun yung magiging puso, galaw, values natin. Okay? Very important daw kay Irish yung life satisfaction. Actually, pag holistic ang well-being nyo, no? Ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon ka ng happiness and life satisfaction. Very important kay Isabel, yeah. Importante rin yung spiritual. Lalo na in these times of uncertainty, talagang dapat kumapit tayo sa ating spiritual. Okay? To God. Very good. Ang gagaling naman. Thank you so much, guys, for your active participation. So, it is very important that you anchor, no? Okay? And you know what is important. In the study of Herscher, hindi lang daw sa panahon na ito, in the digital age that we have, no? In the VUCA and the age of disruption because of the COVID, importante na hindi lang mental health, hindi lang physical, hindi lang emotional, hindi lang productivity and well-being, hindi lang puro positive emotion, meaning and purpose, pero importante rin yung digital literacy. Okay? So very important na marunong tayo ng privacy and security kasi marami talagang predators na pwedeng mag-attack sa atin. Alam nyo, pag lagi kayo nagpo-post ng mga negative, karapatan nyo naman yon. Kaya lang, no? Ang nangyayari is, it is also a threat to your safety. Kasi, maraming predators ang pwedeng mag-pretend that they are good friends. Excuse. Kung nakikita nila na puro negativity ang posting niyo. So, pwede talaga kayong matreten ng abuses because of that. Okay? Kasi, you are a temptation for them. Okay? So, very important din na mag-ingat kayo sa mga social media accounts niyo at hindi laging full name yung nasa mga social media kasi it is also a threat to safety. Very important din yung civil and mindful interaction. Okay? So we have to be a responsible netizen, online and offline. And para hindi kayo magkaroon ng maladjustment, very important yung tech literacy. Importante na mag-aral kayo man na mag-aral, katulad din ng ating mga teachers na talagang nag-aaral din na nag-aaral. Okay? Very important din ito, yung digital wellness. No? Na sana, very important na pwede naman tayong mag-gaming, but this is just a reward for you, no? Para Para, okay? Pag nagkaroon kayo ng reward of gaming, very important, no? Na ito ay dapat mga 1 to 2 hours a day lang. Kasi more than 2 hours of using gaming, it will definitely have what you call the tendency for what you call internet gaming addiction, which was already declared by the World Health Organization as a mental health disorder. So pag kayo ay naging internet gaming addict, ito ay katumbas ng isang drug addict. Okay? At ito rin ay katumbas, sabi ng pag-aaral, ng isang gambling addict. Okay? So importante na okay lang naman mag-gaming, ito ay ginawa to create your critical thinking, pero pag bumababa ang grades, no? Definitely hindi pwede. So it can definitely be a reward for you only for once a week, 1 to 2 hours a day for a healthy, no? Healthy life and of course self-care as well. So these are the different types of self-care, no? So ito yung physical, matulog tayo, no? Ng 8 hours, no? At least 8 hours. So kasi isa sa mga tendency pag hindi ka natutulog, pag sobra ka sa tulog, that is what we call hypersomnia, or kulang ka sa tulog, it is less than usually 6 to 8 hours, but ideally it's 8 hours. That is what we call somewhat having a tendency for insomnia. At pag hindi ka nagtutulog ng normal, ito ay sinasabi ng American Psychiatric Society as a tendency for mental health disorder. Ito ay 90 to 95%, no? Na ikaw ay may mental health problem. Kaya importante, i-workout mo, lalo na yung pagtulog, ikaw ay mag-exercise, the right nutrition, and of course, yoga. Mamaya tuturuan ko rin kayo ng mga meditation. Ito yung tinatawag na mindfulness para paggising nyo ng umaga or bago kayo matulog, kayo ay at peace at sa umaga kayo ay, of course, energized. Very important din yung emotional, the different stress management, coping skills, compassion. No? Pag kayo nagkakaroon ng matinding anxiety or depression, very important that you talk to your counselors, no? Para kayo magkaroon ng counseling. Very important din yung journaling, lalo na sa mahilig magsulat, kasi it is what we call tension reduction. Very important din in social, knowing your limitations and boundaries, knowing the right friends, the right support system that will be always there for you through thick and thin. The right social media, no, engagement, communication, and the right friends. Very important din yung spiritual. It can be prayer, it can be sacred space, it can be nature. Having time alone. Kaya mamaya tuturuan ko kayo ng mindfulness activity. And of course, prayer. Personal, the healthy habits, na hindi puro laging gaming na 12 hours, no? Or super fatigue ka na. And paggising mo sa school, hindi ka nandoon yung full attention mo. Creativity, having the long and short-term goals, your identity, knowing yourself, knowing your strengths, knowing your weaknesses. No? Yung weakness mo can just be a data, but focus on your strengths. And of course, becoming authentic, becoming genuine, at hindi yung parang nagbe-betray ka. Of course, having the healthy environment, safety space, stability, and clean space. Kaya importante na ayusin nyo yung inyong workstation and your study station, wherein ito ay free from mess, ito ay medyo kalmado ang kulay, and of course, every materials are accessible. Very important din yung financial, no? Hindi tayo dapat shopping or online na shopping ngayon. Kasi nga, very unprecedented ang pangyayari. Anytime, pwede mawalan ng trabaho si mommy at daddy. So, very important talaga yung savings, no? And living simply. And of course, time management. Lagi natin tatandaan sa time management, the 5 W's. Okay? Sino ang matinong kasama sa pag-aaral? Yung mga good influencer and of course, enabler. Ano pa? When? Kailan ka dapat mag-aral para hindi masayang ang energy mo? Pagkatapos mo mag-aral, magpahinga, and then paggising kumain, okay? And then communicate with your parents in a quality time, and then afterwards, you refresh yourself and energize ka na at bago punong-puno ang iyong energy dahil nakatulog ka, nakakain at na-connect with your family, that's the best time to again go back to your assignments para hindi masasayang. Okay? Why? Know your purpose. Bakit ka nag-aaral? To help your family, no? Para magawa mo yung mission mo, and of course, to help the nation, for nation building. Very important din yung knowing your boundaries, limitations, no? Ng inyong mga gadgets, and of course, social media. And of course, having no? The right boundaries and the right breaks. So, kailangan may mga in-between breaks kayo. Okay? Stretching, mindfulness, yoga, gardening, cooking, etc. And of course, not eating too much food, lalo na mga oily food. So this is what we call the mental health spectrum. Anong ibig sabihin yan? In order to have a flourishing life, free from mental health disorders, ano ulit ang mga dapat in-nourish? Physical, emotional, social, spiritual, personal, space, financial, work, and of course, your digital literacy and your digital wellness. Okay? So this is some of the anchor of the webinar. Magkakaroon tayo ng konting cognitive activity, no? Cognitive behavioral model from Drs. Aaron Beck and Judith Beck. So si Dr. Aaron Beck ay isang psychiatrist at ito ang kanyang anak, no? And sila po yung nagpasikat ng cognitive behavioral model from the University of Pennsylvania. And I was lucky to be trained in the US, no? Sila na ngayon yan. Ito si Dr. Aaron Beck and ito si Dr. Judith Beck, ang kanyang anak na presidente na ngayon ng kanilang center. So we are the Filipino counselors from different schools in the country. And I'm representing FEU. So yung iba dyan, ito si Sir is from Ateneo. Si Ma'am is from a guidance director from UP. And of course, sila, iba't ibang school din sila. Okay? Si Ma'am is from Siliman. Si Father is from Lasal. And most of us are coming from the different schools in the country. And we also brought them here to train the Filipino psychologists and counselors, no? Dito sa Pilipinas. We trained 300. Okay? And because of that, I was also fortunate to go to the Positive Psychology Center of Dr. Martin Seligman. No? So, alam nyo ba kung anong University of Pennsylvania? Ito ay isa sa mga Ivy League school ng Amerika. Okay? At ito ay karanggo ng ng Harvard University, ng Massachusetts, no? Of course, ng Stanford at kung ano-ano pa. Okay? And nandiyan, no, yung Positive Psychology Center, wherein Dr. Martin Seligman is the proponent of the theory. So sabi sa University of Pennsylvania, pag nagkaroon daw tayo ng mga resiliency program, just like what we are doing now, mas malilesen ang depression and anxiety, malilesen din ang mga mental health and other substance abuse diagnosis, malilesen din ang pagiging pasaway, no? And of course, malilesen ang hopelessness. At magkakaroon ng healthy well-being, positive classroom engagement, and of course, online and offline, having social skills, optimism, health promotion, okay? And of course, your total well-being. So, importante na gagamitin natin ngayon is also the strengths-based approach by positive psychology na dapat gamitin natin yung mga God-given individual strengths natin. Our personal qualities, our abilities, talents and skills, and our interests and aspirations. No? Na tayo'y maganda at gwapo, na tayo'y magaling in a certain interest, and we have different abilities. And of course, we also nourish our resources. Sino mga resources natin? Our loved ones, no? Our classmates who are good influence to us. Our dear teachers and dear school administrators. Our different social network outside, no? na healthy rin sila, and of course, the many opportunities that we have. So, pag nagkaroon tayo ng individual at ng environmental strengths, magkakaroon tayo ng better quality of life and makakapagtapos tayo ng pag-aaral on time, and we will recover kung ano man yung mga nawala sa atin because of pandemic. So, recovery of power, positivity, and of course, social integration. And magkakaroon tayo ng great effects in the 8 areas of our lives: daily living, finances, work education, social network, recreation, overall health, and even sexuality. Hindi tayo mako-confuse. And of course, spirituality. Okay? So ano ulit yan? Pagsamahin ng individual at saka environmental strengths para magkaroon ng quality of life. And pag nagkaroon ka ng strengths, magkakaroon ka ng magandang change sa buhay mo. And of course, marireach mo ang iyong fullest potentials. And you will understand all your capacities, all your rights, and even your differences and similarities. So, I anchor also this topic in the strengths-based approach of Kevin Powell, and of course, the strengths-based approach also for child protection by Andrew Turnell. Okay? So, lagi natin tatandaan, pag strengths-based, we focus on the strengths, and of course, mas long-term ang effect nito. And of course, this is proactive, and it is definitely preventive. Okay? So ito ay sa pag-aaral ni Leadbeater et al. Okay? At cited ng American Psychological Association. So what is the first thing that comes to your mind when you talk about strength? Yan. Meron ba kayong word or symbol that comes to your mind when you talk about strength? So have it in our chat box. Tingnan nga natin. Sige. Ayan. Sabi ni Sean Reyes, family is your strength. Yan, ang galing. Sabi ni Kurt, ang galing, will. Eh, ito yung will, yung kagustuhan mo, no? And of course, always remember that love is an act of the will. Sabi ni Hans, ni San Diego Abigail, stability. Okay? Stable mind, heart, and body. Yan. Sabi ni Hans, hope. Lagi tayong magkakaroon ng pag-asa. Okay? Very important, magsipag para may mangyari sa buhay. Very important, Justin, education. Yan, sabi ni Sofia, friends, the right friends. Daniel, sabi niya, God. Si Gabriel, faith. No? Okay? Sabi ni Angelo, tears daw. Bakit kaya? No? So, ibig sabihin siguro pag nalulungkot siya, baka nilalabas niya yung kanyang mga tears to express himself. Okay? So, Gabriel, family. Pauline, dedication and faith. Isabel, balance. No? Yan, sabi ni Mikov Marie Santos, persistence. Yan, importante yung consistency. Trust. Yeah, very good. Trust in God. Trust in your family. Okay? Faith. Sabi ni Marian, pain daw. No? So, it can definitely be your strength. Importante lang is dapat yung pain nyo afterwards pag nalungkot kayo or nasaktan kayo, very important na tulungan yung sarili nyo mag-bounce back through healthy mind, healthy heart, and healthy body. Very important yung loved ones and of course self-development. Very good. Ang gagaling naman, no? And si Nico sabi, goal. Thank you so much. Ang tatalino ng mga batang ito, nakakatuwa. Okay. So, I do hope yung mga administrators natin dito, no? Okay? Ay proud na proud and yung mga teachers na sa inyo kasi ang gagaling ninyo. So, sabi dito, in order for us to have the self-care and for us to have the well-being, hanapin natin yung lakas natin, no? In different areas of our lives. And sabi ni Siegel, 2020, strengths are built-in capacities for certain thoughts, feelings, and behavior. So ito daw yung lakas natin, ang ating pag-iisip ng tama, pagramdam ng tama, and of course, ang ating galaw na tama. Okay? And ito rin daw, pag meron tayong strength, ito yung capacity to to manifest your energy pag tumututok tayo sa ating lakas, the capacity to endure, na mas magtagal tayo, the capacity to resist temptation, to withstand great force or pressure, especially kung ano-ano mga pressure, peer pressure, no? Negative vice pressure, and of course, even the pressures in social media. And to do the things that need a lot of physical and mental effort. And that's what we call purpose. No, yung purpose natin and yung direction natin to practice, practice, and practice. And of course, these are also the strong positive attributes or assets, that we have. So these are the strengths in various forms. So what are your interests? No? Ano yung mga interest nyo? Yan. So ako, ang interest ko, ito yung strength natin. Ang interest ko is more into traveling, especially with my loved ones. So this is my little family. And this is one of the best places that we have traveled. And this is what we call Batanes. And of course, my interest is also about a youth empowerment wherein we created the peer organization of the Philippines. It's a peer facilitators group. So kayo, ano mga interest niyo? So maybe into digital marketing, maybe into creativity, maybe into gardening yung iba dyan, maybe into drawings or arts or creative works. And what are your skills? Ito rin yung isa sa mga strengths natin. So, photography. Yan. Okay, gustong-gusto ko yung photography. And of course, this is my husband. Okay? Yan, mga posing din. And of course, one of my favorite is what they call advocacy. Okay? So, isa ko sa mga nalungkot noong mawala ang ABS-CBN because most of my advocacies are in the different channels, radio stations, and one of that is I'm one of the consultants in the Likod Kapamilya, especially for adolescent and children's advocacy. And what are your resources? Sino ang inyong mga resources na pinaghuhugutan nyo ng lakas? Okay. So of course, God, no? Your loved ones, kung wala po yung mga kapamilya nyo dito, baka yung mga parents nyo, OFW, of course, lagi naman silang nandiyan, especially in your Skype, in your messenger to call you. Nandiyan din naman ang inyong mga titos and titas or lolas and lolas. And of course, my service to God. Okay? And sabi dito, in times of test, very important that you cling to your loved one, and of course, you cling to your faith. So very important din, isa din sa pinag-ugutan natin lang lakas, according to Pope Francis, is the strength of the family lies in its capacity to love and to teach how to love. No? So pag tayo ay nafe-feel ng down, we have to connect to our loved ones. And we have to express our concerns para matulungan tayo. Listening. Kaya nandito rin yung ating mga advisors. They can also listen to you. And of course, your counselors as well. So sabi dito, the formula of strength is what? It is a natural way of thinking, feeling, and behaving. No? So, sabi dito, may natural talent tayo na inherent sa atin, and you multiply it by investment. Ano ibig sabihin nun? It is the purposeful effort to practice, no? Develop and build your knowledge, your skills, of course, and your attitude para magkaroon ka ng lakas, lalo na sa online learning and sa pandemic. So ito yung magbibigay sa iyo ng strength that can be your self-care in all areas of your life. And definitely, ano ito? Ito ang magbibigay din sa iyo ng ng total well-being. Okay? So isa sa mga music, sabi ni Hans Darius Sarasa, music, history, and math, no? Are their interests, okay, and their strengths. Sabi ni Irish, isa sa mga interest niya is drawing. Ang galing at tatalino. Yan si Justin, kamukha ko. Photography. Si Aaronel, close friends. Okay? Yan ang kanyang resource. Si Pauline is illustration and animation. So baka pag nag-college ito, baka more into fine arts, no? Si Sarah, kamukha ko, psychology. And gusto niya rin yung dermatology. Si Care, zoology, no? Love for animals. Okay? Si James is more into math. And of course, si Waxkin is more into playing the instruments. Si Riley, singing. Yan. So ito rin yung mga strengths ninyo that can also be your coping mechanism. Yan. Basta pag feeling down lang kayo, wag lang kayo makikinig ng mga negative music. No? Or wag kayo tayong kakanta ng mga music na alam niyo yun, mas lalo tayo magiging emotional. Cooking! Si Megan, galing naman. Of course, si Dritz, no? Matt, yan yung Waterloo ko. Okay? Gabrielle is singing and reading. Danielle is into writing. Althea is into baking. Wow. Ito naman is si Juan is into culinary arts. Yan. So in FAU, we also have some programs, hotel and restaurant management. Okay? Sa mga gustong maging doktor, we also have sciences, we have med, reading, and art baking. Yeah, okay, very good. PE, si Silvino. Meron din kaming secondary education. Major in PE. Yan. Very good. Si Alisa, also into psychology. Nice. Thank you so much for your active participation. And of course, isa rin sa strength na dapat nating matutunan is what we call digital citizenship and well-being pillars. So, importante yung digital foundation to protect yourself, no? Sa mga information and data. And then, digital wellness, promoting, no? Healthy screen time. So, importante na mas maganda, if I may suggest, para makatulog kayo and magkaroon kayo ng self-care, huwag niyong ilalagay yung mga computers and gadgets niyo sa room ninyo. If possible, no, in an area na nakikita kayo ng mga parents ninyo, and of course, quiet lang. Kasi the rooms are definitely created for sleeping and relaxing. So, kung meron kayong mga temptations ng gadget doon, hindi kayo makakatulog. Okay? Digital engagement is also very important. Okay? So, importante na piliin nyo ano yung mga technologies or applications na healthy for us. And of course, digital empowerment. Gamitin natin yung ating different social media apps and our digital powers, no? Hindi para mag-stress ng tao, kundi para to empower, to be a great influencer, to inspire people, and of course, what? To be a blessing for others. Okay? And of course, digital opportunities. Maraming maitutulong na digital opportunities, no? Kung magde-develop tayo ng iba't ibang skills ngayon. So, pwede kayong maging digital marketer in the future, pwede kayong maging comms advocacy officer in the future, at kung ano-ano pa. Okay? And very important, habang may pandemya at may mga oras tayo na mahaba, very important, hanapin nyo yung mga unrealized trends ninyo. Okay? And then yung mga realized trends ninyo, mas patatagin nyo, lalo na kung ito ay maganda. And of course, our learned behavior, yung mga natutunan nyo na tama at mali, i-correct ninyo. Okay? And of course, yung weakness ninyo, wag nyo masyadong tutukan, but it can just be a data for you, no? Para mas matuto kayo sa buhay. Okay, so we will have this activity para mas maging malakas kayo. Awareness of thoughts, feelings, and behavior. Okay? So, ma'am and sir, pwede ba akong humingi ng isang, si Carl? Sir Carl, pwede ba akong humingi ng isang representative ninyo na bata, na estudyante? para mamaya po sa ating sharing. Okay lang ba? Sir Carl?
Yes po, good morning po.
Ayan, Sir Carl. Hingi ako ng representative mamaya na pwede kong tawagin for our activity. Okay lang?
Okay po, sige po.
Oo, sige. Sino kaya yon para steady na siya pag tinawag ko? It can be a guy or a girl. It depends.
Sir Kevin,
Yeah, sige.
do we have representatives po?
Can we have Trisha? Trisha?
Hello po.
Ayan,
Yes.
o sige. Trisha, okay ka lang? Okay ka lang ba? Hindi ka nahihiya?
Okay lang naman po.
Sige, Trisha, standby ka. I'll call you later.
Okay po.
Mm-mm. So our activity, in order for us to have the self-care in totality and of course our well-being, ang galing ng mga estudyante kanina that everything starts from our thoughts. That can be our feelings and can be our behavior. No? So, very important. Trisha, can I call you? Trisha?
Yes po.
Ayan. So, kunyari, Trisha, ako itong babaeng ito, okay? And
Okay po.
guy na ini. So, in an elevator, in a busy elevator in your school, for example, natapakan kita accidentally, no? At hindi ko sinasadya, pero hindi man lang ako nag-sorry sa'yo because I'm also very busy. Understood?
Yes po.
Okay. So, what will be your reaction kung natapakan kita in my 4 inches heels at medyo masakit sa paa mo? Okay? So, ang procedure natin is, that is the situation, natapakan kita, and wala akong ka-remorse. And what will be your thoughts? Anong maiisip mo?
So siguro po at first, syempre po, if you're wearing heels po, I will be hurt. And then if I saw po na you didn't show any remorse, siguro magtataka rin po ako bakit you didn't have any time na mag-sorry lang kahit one word lang naman yon. Yun
So,
po.
ang maiisip mo is parang magtataka ka, no? Okay?
Yes po.
Kasi parang hindi man lang ako nag-sorry. Okay?
Yes po.
And what will be your moods and feelings based on your thoughts? So kung magtataka ka, anong mafe-feel mo? Ano magiging mood mo sa araw na 'yon? Ang ganda pa naman sana ng araw mo pero meron isang babae dito na wala man lang pakialam at hindi man lang nag-sorry.
Siguro
At
po,
nasaktan ka pa.
and for me po, medyo madidisappoint rin po ako or malulungkot kasi all of us naman po have errands that day and still parang one word lang po yung sorry, however hindi pa po yun nasabi. Ayun po.
So, madidisappoint ka and what will be your behavior? Pag na-disappoint ka, anong magiging behavior mo?
Siguro yun po, for the rest of the, for the start of my day po, pwede pong mairita rin po ako sa mga mangyayari, sa mga susunod na rin po na nangyari. Kasi po, hindi ko po natanggap yung sorry po na ang liit lang na word. Tapos ayun po.
So, ibig sabihin, no, pag negative ang thoughts mo, negative ang feelings mo, ang magiging behavior mo is magiging irritable ka na. Okay?
Yes po.
So you will be irritated and of course, medyo negative ka rin sa mga tao na makakasalumuha mo. And
Yes
what
po.
will be your physical reactions kung irritated ka na? What will be your physical reactions?
Siguro po, kunyari po, pag may nag-approach po sa akin, hindi na po ako makaka-respond with 100% cheerfulness and enthusiasm po.
Yes, okay. So, meron ka bang natutunan sa proseso na ito? Dear?
I really think po na every thought na we have would affect po every single aspect po of our well-being. Lalo na po yung kapag mental po, and then parang domino effect na po siya sa moods natin, sa behavior, and also how we interact with other people.
Yes, thank you. Ang galing-galing talaga ng mga Holy Spirit Academy students. Thank you so much, dear, no?
Thank you po.
Oo, thank you. So, ibig sabihin, no, ang problema ay ang hindi ang situation. The problem is not the pandemic, but the problem is based on our what? It is based on our thoughts. It is based on our belief system. Okay? That can be our mood, nasisira ng ating araw, sisira ng ating behavior, and of course, sisira ng ating physical reaction. Okay? So, itong physical reaction na ito, pwede itong maging malala. Kaya ang daming mga serious medical condition ng mga tao. Pag masyadong matampuhin, ma-affect ang irritation, and of course, maraming galit sa puso. Okay? And of course, physical reaction is what? Magkakaroon ng sakit. No? Magkakaroon ng sakit sa puso, magkakaroon ng mga diabetes and cancer kasi yung galit nila, okay? In-stock nila. Okay? Understood? Yeah. Understood, guys? Sige. So, Sir John, pwede ba akong humingi pa ng isa pang guy naman? Isa
Guy
pang
naman po.
student? Oo.
James?
Para tayo, equal, guy and girl.
James? Yan. Sige po. Go, James.
Yeah, James. Yan, sige. Sandali lang, James, ha? Tuwan-tuwa si Hanso. Tinawag si James. So, James, halika dito. James, sige. Online ka na?
Hello po.
Hi, James. Anong grade mo na?
Grade 12 po.
Okay. Anong strand mo?
Humanities po.
Okay. And what do you want to be in college? Anong program ang pipiliin mo? Kung humanities ka.
I'm thinking po psychology.
Psychology. Wow. Okay, that's good. Parehas tayo. Okay. So, ang situation is, you have a lot of online learning tasks. And you have to balance your personal, your friends, your family. Okay? What will be your thoughts pag napakarami ng assignment online?
Siguro po parang mag-overthink po ako na ang dami ko na pong gagawin for the next days and parang I will be down, parang exhausted po.
Yeah, okay. So your thoughts will be what? Ito, sabi, no? There's an overwhelming load of assignments and projects and you cannot focus, no? And what will be your feelings kung overwhelmed ka?
Ayun po, I think na parang magiging I will feel po na exhausted because marami pa pong mga workload ahead and para pong I feel incapacitated to finish them, para madadown po ako.
Yeah, okay. So, magkakaroon ka ng mga negative feelings, no? Pwede kang magka-anxiety attack, nervous ka, or magiging down. Okay? And after that, what will be your physical reaction? Kung you feel down, you feel depressed, what will be your physical reactions?
Yun nga po, as stated po dyan, I will avoid doing the task. Parang
Yeah.
I
Okay.
will focus po on distractions. Parang I will put my attention po on other things, for like example po, leisure po.
Yeah, puro leisure. And of course, pag ganun ang nangyari, what will be the result?
Yun po, as stated po, hindi po ako magde-deliver academically, and yung mga tasks ko po parang they're just satisfactory or they're not outstanding or excellent po.
Yeah, or minsan, worst scenario, because of the negative thoughts, the negative feelings and behavior, ano mangyayari? Talagang pwedeng magkaroon ng failure. No? And of course, lalo ka madedepress, babagsak at babagsak at babagsak ka. No? In your mind, in your heart, in your body, and your character. And you will feel na nakakahiya ka. Okay? Understood, James?
Yes po.
Sige. So, do you have some observations or feelings or thoughts, no? Or learnings because of this activity? Meron ka bang natutunan dito?
I think I can relate this po sa situation po namin as we face the new normal po sa school po, doing online classes. I think
Mm-mm.
that our thoughts can really affect everything po, our feelings, physical reactions, and yung outcome po in an academic aspect. Parang with this online class po, if we cannot organize our thoughts kung magulo po yung isip natin because we're so overwhelmed with the workload po, uh, masisira na po yung the rest and yung result po, it will be unlikely po.
Yes, very good. Thank you, James. So, thank you, James. Ang gagaling talaga ng mga estudyante. Okay. So, thank you, dear. So, it is very important that these negative thoughts can be what we call automatic thoughts. No? And ito yung mga tinatawag na quick thoughts that can be dangerous pag hindi natin pinroseso. Lalo na kung medyo mga bata pa tayo and we tend to be impulsive. And this is what we call cognitive distortion. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag na cancer ng pag-iisip natin that can make or break our lives. No? And of course, ano yung mga cognitive distortion? Mamaya may assignment ako sa inyo, i-google nyo na lang yan. These are the different types of cognitive distortion. Mga 15 or more yan. And ito yung mga tinatawag na overthinking. Yung mga maliliit na bagay, masyado nating ino-overthink. Kaya nagiging anxiety, nagiging nervousness. Okay? Ano pa? Magnifying. Yung mga yung mga simpleng thoughts na hindi natin na proseso because it's impulsive, napapalaki natin yung problema. So may pandemic na, and then may pandemic pa yung pag-iisip mo. Okay? Ano pa? Ito yung all or nothing principle. Okay? That most of us are telling, I'm a loser. No? I'm the black sheep of the family. Okay? Understood? Ayan. So always remember that why do we distort reality? Because everyone does. No? So even me, as a parent, psychologist, and counselor, I'm also not a perfect human being. So importante that you'll be conscious about it, no? Para hindi maging miserable ang buhay natin. And of course, add a lot of self-care for you to have a well-being, especially self-care in your cognition. Okay? So, lagi natin tatandaan that your life is your message. No? Okay? So, your life, sabi po ni Mahatma Gandhi, it is rooted from your healthy mind, healthy heart, healthy action, healthy character. Okay? So, very important din po that you have to nourish your life with the different character strengths. So, yan, no? Magkaroon ng hope, magkaroon ng love, magkaroon ng gratitude, ng forgiveness, and of course, in FEU, very important po yung maging matapang sa hamon ng buhay at maging resilient. Okay? So, aside from that, very important din para maging energized tayo at magkaroon tayo ng self-care in all aspects of our lives. This is our collaboration with the FEU Guidance and Counseling through the Unilab Foundation. And kung ang Holy Spirit Academy ay gusto din magkaroon ng libre na ito, just message the Heads Up PH FB page, and you can also have this toolkit, okay, which is for free in collaboration with FEU. Okay? And I've made this for the welfare of the students and for their resiliency. So one, pag kayo ay you want to be energized in the morning, and I'm encouraging all the teachers and advisors here, lalo na po sa first class po ng mga bata, importante po yung mindfulness. No? And this is what we call the 5 senses exercise. So you just have to be quiet, okay? Have a breathing exercise, breathe in and breathe out, and then forget all about your worries, and focus on what you are doing. Okay? And focus your attention to 5 things that you can see. Yan. So, tingnan natin ano yung mga 5 things that we can see. No? At pag nag-worry pa rin tayo ng mga negative problems, focus lang ulit tayo sa 5 things that you can see. So, anong nakikita nyo? Yung yellow, the bright yellow color, okay? The very relaxing cartoon that we have there, etc. And after 5 things that you can see, just be mindful of all the textures, of all the characteristics of what you can see. Just be observant. And then focus on 4 things that you can feel. Okay? Ano yung inyong mga nararamdaman ngayong mga araw na ito? Are you feeling calm? Are you feeling happy? Are you feeling relaxed? And then afterwards, 3 things that you can hear. Okay? So I do hope na nare-receive nyo yung aking audio. Okay? In a very nice way. And then after that, 2 things that you can smell. Ano ginamit ng perfume? O baka yung garden ninyo, is definitely maganda yung amoy ng nature. And of course, one thing that you have tasted earlier. Okay? Ano yung lasa niya? Is it sweet? Is it bitter? Etc. Okay? Very important in order for us to be holistically healthy, okay? Anchored with your self-care, do what you enjoy. Okay? Ano yung mga interest ninyo, tsaka mga strengths ninyo, your abilities. Emphasize on the positive. Okay? Build upon your strengths and your family, school, classmates, and community strengths. Build upon your hopes and aspirations. And of course, build upon your strengths. Okay? Especially your unrealized strengths, hanapin natin. So these are the 10 little ways to build resilience, especially in these times of pandemic, that I'm going to give you. No, just message the heads of PH, and we can give you the details of this. No? Be aware of your negative thoughts. Believe in your abilities. Making the right choices. Develop your character strengths of values. No? Bravery, humility, love, knowing how to solve your problem and confronting your problem, learning mindfulness as part of the coping and other healthy activities, connections with significant people in your life, especially your loved ones, your classmates who are healthy, and of course, your teachers, and of course, your school heads. Contribution, being a good example online and offline, always educating yourself about mental health. Magbasa po tayo, mag-aral tayo, and I do hope that we can also be a well-being advocate in mind, heart, body, and your values. And this is the toolkit that we are providing in collaboration with EU. This is what we call building resilience in the time of crisis, wherein there are 10 modules that I have imparted with you, depending on the themes. Okay, so I do hope that we focus on our strengths, strengths of character, mind, heart, and body, your ability to bounce back, and of course, the right attachment. In order for you to what? To prevent stresses in life, and of course, to prevent mental health problems. So very important, nourish everything, not only your achievement. Sana hindi tayo grade conscious. It is not just more on the IQ, but also on the EQ. Your social, emotional skills, your character strengths, okay? Your social skills, your social, your social quotient, your diversity quotient. You have to be inclusive. No? Ano ba? Your spiritual quotient and your digital quotient. For you to be happy, there's a balance of achievement and well-being for you to have a flourishing life free from mental health disorder. So we are on the holistic well-being of all the students, the administrators, the teachers, the counselors, and the non-teaching staff of the Holy Spirit Academy of Malolos. So everyone is a genius But if you judge a fish on its ability to climb a tree, according to Albert Einstein, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Okay? So be the best advocate of your strengths, your family and loved ones' strengths, your classmates' strengths, your school strengths, okay? Your community strengths, nourish your strengths. Be grateful for your gifts. And of course, be the best you. Share your strengths for self-care, and of course for the wellness of you, and of course the Holy Spirit Academy of Malolos. So maraming salamat po, okay, for inviting me over. And this is my FB page and Instagram. You can message me there. This is my YouTube, and of course this is my LinkedIn. I'm Sheikh Guevara Hocson. So if you have some reflections, kindly post it in your comment box, or some questions or clarifications. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. On behalf of FEU, be brave, okay? God bless.